Good, hello everyone, and welcome to the first race of season 12 of the VDRL Saturday tier race. Hope you're having a great weekend so far. Yes, we are back for season 12. I need to turn my phone down. I don't know how I tell twice, that'd be a bad idea. But we are here in Australia for qualifying and the race. We had an amazing race on Friday. And it's going to be, hopefully, it'll be more great today. In the commentary box, my name is Joshi Harris, and I'm alone today. I think you all might be. Probably busy. so, so, yeah, like we said, 10 rounds in the championship. Now, the lineup has changed a little bit. Toro and Neely, teammates on tier Saturday. It's just a loud bet. If there's anything group penalty twice, or sorry, not group penalties, qualifying bans, it would tell me. And feel free to put in your predictions for the top three. Do apologise for the delay of having some celebrations, and we finally, 7 minutes later, we were going on into the pit lane. We are underway for qualifying season 12. Now, so good guys. We got Toro, Nilo, and the same team. We got Murphy. All these drivers. We got Stampy Boss. My top three. I'm gonna say Toro, Nilo, two, and let's go 7 for P3. We do have a qualifying ban for one of the Mercedes, and our drivers are on track, so we'd like to watch them as well, please. Instead of looking down pit lane, Martin. Yes, thank you. So yeah, we'll look at Sika. I'm going to get his name off the chat. Second, Toro has also got a qualifying ban. Toro being on laptop, but how's Toro got a qualifying ban? No, Toro. Why is he retired then? Toro's not qualifying, but he's retired. Oh yes, okay, Toro's a qualifying ban. Okay, thank you, Martin. Apologies. This is for the reason that Toro's got a qualifying ban. So what's that last? All good, Martin. All good. A lot of stuff happened in the last 5-10 minutes. All good. So Toro's got a qualifying ban. So I'm going to put nearly P1. Albert's also got a qualifying ban. I figured out why. Because you weren't here for the tier shadows on Sunday last time out in Monza. A ton of stuff happens. And it's got nothing to do with Friday's tier, right? These are two separate tiers. Steck almost goes off the track. He does go off the track as well, if we can measure. And gets that time deleted. It's been interesting suffering qualifying because we can be surprised because we can have a Steck putting off 5 sprint penalty or collision with F1 Alex. Wow. Last time has already happened so far. There can be their first race here, Nick. You take pole. We had this on Friday. Friday in the rounds. A person called Kevin took pole last time. So you get a point for pole, a point for first lap, and everyone scored for 50 points down to I think 1. You get the points despite not losing for the last couple of seconds. That's what's a detonator. The right of turn, whatever that is. The right to the left forward direction one here. And this will be the time to beat. No, guys, we're faster than this. Make contact with the wall. That's all, guys. Cross the line 1:17.557. That's the time to beat. Expect Neely to beat that lap time. Neely is on track. He wasn't AFK after all. Watching now. I'm gonna name him Needy's. I'm just gonna name him Nick Spicy. He's silent, folks. Maybe I'll do one this weekend. Feel free to put something in each tab. As Horizon's got 120. What is going on? Is that a crash? What is going on in qualifying today? Is that a crash on 10-2? 117.4 for Nick. What happened there? So, an actual crash. Going goes to the top 116.8, 689. We're only, that's just crazy, 4 minutes in. And we have, well, 4 controllers that, 1's an actual crash, and 3 due to qualifying bans through the Monza and Mistello. The run to Saturday last season, nearly dead to get that top 115.2, 7, 8, I think. Yeah, 2 8. Nearly was looking strong, no tail cause, man. No run madness this season. So you're thinking, oh, who's going to the chance to win? Could be Torrent, could be someone else. I mean, for indications what we had on the Friday race here, we saw a lot of stuff happen. So, well, I should say, didn't even say right at that time. Fasella goes to 1.196. Yeah, 115.278 for Nilu. Ooh, Cola. But that's Remus, sorry. We should ignore that in the Sauber. Last season, I'm going to see DRS. 189.72. And last time we're going to see 10 teams on the field, because we have 11 teams on the field next season. Well, it'll be season 13 when the F1 26 DLC comes out. Hopefully, some point in May this year. If you're watching this, watch this in June, and it's already out, then come join us. Have a lot of fun. That's not months really. Watch this live then. Welcome to actually 21st of March. From the time of this recording. Alright, JSR, Kevin. I think this was the person actually I took a poll yes, as I said Friday. Kevin's in it. He might be looking to be in Nilu's time. Have a look round the final corner. And then count Kevin, let's see. Down the straight. 114 maybe? So 15, 1, 2, 4. 10 fast and then Nilu P2. Surprised. So, we've got a car that is a Mercedes, not gonna about that in a Mo. Now, it can't be stamped if I was retired. F1 Access where lost that type. F1 Stampede is also retired. He hasn't, he had a qualifying that. His teammate Sizzle, sorry, my apologies. He's still reserve time for Mercedes. Got full grid. Serban. Some of these names you are familiar with, some of these names you're not. Just recognize Kevin was in here. Yes, underscore Kevin. He was well, he's a rookie in this league at least. Smashed it. I forgot if he won or not. Serban cross line 116.566, 10 minutes to go. And again, my apologies for any delay on my reaction in the commentary box right now. Dennis, slow down, man. I'm gonna spin out to 10, something 10, 8. Like I said, if I were to leave reaction, let's say someone had a spin, and Juman Gaming is crashed. What is going on in qualifying? Wait, basically, someone on my console, there's a slight delay. To let's say the driver's spin or any incidents, 2 things I will respond on the console to explain that. So we have 1, 2, 4, that's 5 drivers out. This is crazy. 116.363. It's more crazy than yesterday's qualifying session. Yeah, vast lead. That's gonna be fun to say. That's gonna be fun to see them doing that. If I'm correct and stuff. Yeah. And the Ferrari. Teammate is Remus. in the other Ferrari. Kevin's still on pole at the moment, but Pierre is looking to possibly beat those off the lines. 115.611, challenging the top in the 115s. Game on. Oh, after second, separates 3. In the set. Okay. In the Alpine. He approaches start the final sector. 3 sectors always in F1 tracks, in any sector actually. Apart from MotoGP, motorsport does 4 sectors, but we're not here to about motorbike, we're talking about F1 cars. This will be the last chance actually. Well, obviously they're over the course of the next 10 minutes. This is probably going to be the last chance. You're going to see cars going this fast. 1:17.801 at 10 past. Yes, yeah, that's from Alex, Dennis, and Remus. They've now gone qualifying man. So Remus starts a lap. Into turn 1. Turn 2. Nice flower with DRS wide open. We'll do a into turn 3. Otherwise the curve's too much. Into turn 4, nicely there. Over the curve, not too much. Into turn 5. This is going to be a crucial corner in the race. That's a 26.2. Into turn 6, into 7. And along into turn 8. Then you go along straight into 9. 9 I think, or turn 8 or 9. This is probably turn 9 into 9. Or 10 into 10, he's gone 50. Oh, it's in the wall! And that is his lap time. That's a major front wing damage, and he's reversed. He's going to get disqualified for going the wrong way. Remus is reversing. As long as I'm driving backwards, that's a huge spin out of 10-10. That's disqualified lap time, and he's just reversing back to pit lane, no? Oh, that was strange, isn't it? Luckily, they didn't go smashing into the wall. So it didn't. Luckily, one of his tires didn't fall off. That would have been nice. Nino, once again, 1:15.026. Game on here in Albert Park in Melbourne. Dennis, he gets that time so far. Well, maybe it was in the frame race or not. For turn 5, and you can see the car fight 26.8. Not really fastest first sector there. And he's not start time again. And so for on Alex, they are taking track limits to the limit. They're pushing it too far. Probably not used to it, but we're riding straight track limits. Just 6 minutes to go. This is not what I'm going to say. 2 or 1 more run lap, but we don't go on the outer lap. I know I exercised outer lap. My apologies. Folks. I exercised outer lap. You can do that in the outer lap as long as you lose in the main lap. And for turn 1, we'll do it. I do that. Every turn it's just going to leave in turn 1. Yeah, it's on to live again. Turn 1 can't bite you. Oh no, I'm Linus managed to find 1:15.0. But Kevin wants to beat our lap time. Oh, I don't know, is that a good push or not? It's 12:13. They look tied to 14. Down the straight. Could this be to 1:14? Oh yeah, it's technically 1:14.7. Kevin's like, okay, I'll just knock that back down. Kevin like on top and looking to get a point. Officially, he will be the championship leader. The points are not given out until post-race, until post and penalties with the stewards. Basically, before we go to round 2, which is I think China. Actually, while I'm here, since it's on a lap, I should have said it shouldn't start the broadcast. So, going for round 1, I normally said for the start of the broadcast, I'm going to try and miss anything in the commentators chat now. Right, here's this calendar, yep. we go to Australia first, then China, then Japan, Canada, Spain, Spa, Belgium, Zandvoort, Las Vegas, Mexico, Brazil. And that is for both championships, both Tier Friday and Saturday. Yeah, time. Look at the PB here. 4 minutes left. Drivers on outlets, they're put on their last lap, 15.8, 15.5. Drivers are in pit at the moment, will go off 1 lap. Alex. Come on, Alex. Come on, man. Do a lap time. He's going to put more sector. How's he's. That's the limit. He's not lost lap time. That is within the limits. That is within the track limits, so that is good. Don't bottle it. Just stay on lap time. Doesn't matter how slow it is, hopefully. Because everyone scores points. Because qualifying pace is way different to race pace. For long run pace. Oh, this is competitive. 15 wide. P3 for Alex. If he can't, not sure we can get back around in time. Let's do another lap. That might be him done. Remus, yes, that time, which is a bit shocking. You know, this flag in sector 1 and 3, down 1 at turn 3 and 1 down at turn 13. Well, that's why Alex is in the wall after him doing a good lap. It's not beached there, but each thing has a swim for. You see the gravel going onto the car. You don't park there for too long as you were disqualified. So a 114 is a world record, like the 115. To be fair, we had a 114 yesterday, say Friday, by Kevin, and Alex is disqualified. That's him out. He was P3, but now will start dead last. Like I said, if he was disqualified, parking in a dangerous location. So that P3 turns into this is that's completely starts last. Let's see, Sissord and Murphy. They're gonna come on track again. I'm gonna come on quickly if they want to do a lap time. I'm not sure what time trials they've ignored that. But it's going to be 118. Is it? No, I don't think it. Maybe. No position, but he put his lap time 118.206. And that's the position look, his ERS is depleted. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Alex's mind, but parking on track is a dangerous thing to do. And I won't be surprised if he's like, what did I do? He was P3 and then he just got disqualified. Which is confusing. Do you mind saying his will disconnect? That was 9 minutes ago. Well, that's why he's out. Dennis is saying WTL, actually. There's no recording needed to start his last on a qualifier. Let's see. It's Kevin from Near from Pierre. It's an interesting top 3, folks. If you're enjoying this thing, you are. Feel free to like our stream, subscribe, and check us out on Discord, YouTube, Instagram, X, or Twitter, or TikTok as well. I'll give a full promo if you guys say to cut out. It's Matt P. Then makes it to the line and tiny letters today. Always in at the final corner. The last lap times are coming in. This is actually pretty much I need to look at the lap time here. News it is barely up. Remus P4. Yeah, he's in pit lane. He's dying. Here's P7. Nick P9. Desmond P10. Stex P11. Murphy 12. Norris is in 13. Mercedes 14. So it is literally for the front spots now. Nearly needs to find, what is that, 3/10 of a second? I don't think it's going to be enough. Kevin goes fast on 1:14.6. Where is he finding his pace run? But can he beat it? For 14.9. Where is Kevin finding his lap time? 14.6. That's the fastest we've seen all weekend long from Kevin. Just sits on to because I'm X. That is well record. Bro's TT is slow. Hey, bro, yeah. Where's he got 14.6 from? Since he finished up qualifying with 15.6. Kevin's on pole again. Where did he find 14.6 from? On 14.632, lap time official. Where did he get 14.6? It's faster than yesterday, mate. He's forced to the mid-13s, yeah. We've seen all weekend long from Kevin. That's faster than qualifying, I think, that's to be. When did the pro? Yes. So, qualifying rules, Kevin's on pole yet again, 14.6. New second, still third. P4 Grimace 5th, Simon 6th, David 7th, Jim 8th, Nick 9th, Detonator 10th, Stack 11th, Hill Ground 5, 16th overall, Memphis 12th, Normal 13th, 7th, 14th, and 15th, Stan P. Boswell, move up 1 position each. Albert, Dennis, Toro, and Alex for the disqualified position. Now, if I had a look at if it's in the results, qualifying from yesterday was a 14.8, 14.622. That was Tier Friday. He's managed to match that to a 14. Where the frick it was. He was faster than 300 a second. It's 310. 0.3 odd seconds off faster than his original pace yesterday. Feel free to put in your top 3 we're doing for race picks. Like I said, race picks is going to do. Will we see the exact same as yesterday? People on the tires with 21 laps. That made me go insane. Who knows? That's why we're 20 lap race coming up for you this evening. Hopefully, no safety cars. I'm just thinking that. But it's Kevin on pole yet again. Are we going to see a match and start from yesterday? It's a Friday race. Sorry, my apologies there. I didn't stop saying that. But yeah. Drivers cannot ready up until the go commands go. Because if you press start with something, it will just run everyone else, and the start will be, and the start order will be given under Kevin's word. Kind of like to start your engines moments. Nice, same ready up, please, and we have been given the green light on. We are about to go. The countdown is about to start. The countdown's underway, so we are ready to go racing here at Tower Park for round 1. One, 2, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights on. As they go out, we are racing here in our park. There's a very even start there from everybody. So any improvements, turn 1, will there be any contact turn 1 as there is yellow flag down the back. Inside the back of biggest Toro in the back of the field, no Stampy, sorry. And there's a car already into the wrong way, basically turn 1. We had that in the Tier Friday race in Morrison. P1 nearly my guy, yeah. Let's see, nearly Pete at the moment as Nick goes down the inside of Deer 10 for turn 5. Thinks but says I'm not going to go that. It's lap wide. Let's see, oh, contact! Oh dear. And that is certain damage to Stacker, certain damage to someone else. Murphy takes P17. Now, whoever that was, I hope that wasn't G. Was that G? Oh, I don't know, it was Dennis. Yeah, that might have been Dennis as well. There was contact for turn 5. That could have been a whole lot worse as Toro goes down the inside, up 8 positions. As Albert, what are you doing? Albert says not the racing line. It's Alex. We're at 12 positions off the race start. Some brilliant start down the hard compound tyre. Let's see. 12 positions again from Alex. 7 for Toro. biggest loser, I think we know who that is. That is going to be in the hands of G-Man. Did he make contact with the wall? Yeah, flag down at the final sector. I don't know what's going on here. That's why, because that was Albert, I think, going slow down the straights. And second, sorry, got 10-second penalty for spinning the player. I think he's done hers and heads one, sorry. Also in pit lane. So I wonder if those two were the car making an instant through turn 5. As Nolan goes, oh, he makes his contact with a spin down at turn 3. Was that contact with another driver? Oh gosh, what is happening? This is crazy stuff every turn 5. And it's got 3-second penalty. Was Murphy goes again through turn 5. I'm certain there was contact between Nolan down at turn 3. Did he make contact with the wall? Did he make spun around? I have to look on the YouTube stream real quick. That's Pierre out to P3, still P3. Oh no, I got. Oh, that's a tight one actually to look on the YouTube stream there. Medium tires for both Alpine and Yarby as Sizzle gets ahead of Remus for P4. Des gets ahead for P10. We're watching Remus now. 10:13, I think, with the ISO enabled. Enabled on the end of the first lap now. Last of the while so nearly. Pierre was fast lap time. That doesn't matter because fast lap gives you a point. It's tab 1-7. What a move on forward. As he also has a spin for a good measure. An absolute crack. Gets started on board with G-Man. His teammate currently running in P10 at Dennis in the McLaren. Not Ron Dennis from the old days. 4 turns between Kevin and Fritas, and between Kevin and Nilu in the top 2. So on board with Nilu, these two have battled a lot, and they do it again. Just wide open, but Kevin has got faster. He is faster, but he's on the medium compound tires. Eventually, his tires will wear up. Now, we know that the half can go like 17 because they were on the 8% by the time they go there. Not afraid for pace. But we did a safety car just before, if I remember, on lap 8 or lap 7. Due to a driver making huge contact with the wall actually on Friday. So if we get past that, that might be a different strategy to play on with now. Oh, that's nearly almost makes a mistake in that Red Bull. And Nilu is in a huge spot because Red Bull were Constructors champions with Tor and so Nilu in the Constructor winning car from season 11 in the VDRL, as that's got another penalty from off 186 to 10-second penalty for over speeding in pit lane, which is a very naughty deal. It's not bad, but you can say that penalty in pit lane, or just don't. But it will come down as an unfair penalty as Minnesota comes into pit lane. It's a front wing change, so something happens. Oh, on his way from last lap, Nilu 7/10 down to the good Pierre, 2 seconds down on Nilu. Remus half a second down on his own teammate here. Remus, as we're watching, sits on ahead of Alex now, and up 6 got a yellow flag down at the final sector. That's the main straight. I hate to say it's head on, and it's gone off the track. Like 4 now, 1 not 3, lap 4 for 29. Stands nearly still looking strong, and he keeps up with the goods here. With 26 laps to go left of the race. Yes, 26 laps to go, and they're averaging 1:20, so we at least got 20 minutes left of the race, which would possibly get to just 4:07 PM UK time. Not barring any safety cars. Sorry, more than 20 minutes, at least half an hour remaining. Not barring no safety cars or any virtual safety cars, any red flags that can be cited by the owner of the league if there's any issues with the server, which the servers hold up very well. It's turn 5, Nilu, 4/10 of a second down on Kevin. Can he keep pace up and running through turn 6? He's approaching sector 2. Sorry if my perfect I'm mocking it right now. Oh dear, Sizzle and now testing track limits. He's gone over it multiple times. We have a yellow flag again in sector 3. But Alex gets ahead of him. And when Alex the main straight, what's going on here? Is that Mr. Satellite? Going very slow for 10, 14. Yeah, it was. Doesn't seem to have any damage. So maybe a bit of a spin out the final corner, which is definitely a thing you can do. I mean, contact with the final corner as we approach lap 6 of 29. Here with the Australian Grand Prix favourite round of the VDRL season 12 for tier Saturday. Racing every Saturday, unless to change. Something with tier Saturdays on Sunday. Held it twice in season 11. One every round and one of the final rounds. So, of course, the next 10 weeks, there's going to be a lot of racing to go ahead. Here we go, Mercedes with another 3-second penalty. Multiple warning. Watch out with F1 Alex. And we got a crash. And we have the safety car on lap 6 to Dennis. That's crashed on the entrance turn 1. And now it's hard into the wall there from McLaren. And we get another safety car here in Australia, but this time on lap 6. As Norda takes the advantage of pitting and a drive for penalty. Oh, Sterkin is in the wall! And there's a spot being gone, and what is he up to? Why is he not pitting? That's why, because he's costed their entry. He can't go in, or he's going to take another penalty that will probably involve next round. It will have to go around again with no front wing. Now, this is gonna play out this looks. We had the safety car around this time. You know what that means when we get a safety car? It's promo time. So you want to be a driver, you want to be a commentator, you want to be a moderator for our Discord, or if you want to be here just have a bit of chit chat fun, or be a driver, commentator, moderator, or be in server, or be a steward. You can join our Discord server. We are a family-friendly channel. The Discord link will be in the description below or somewhere in the link. We also obviously on YouTube, every race live, and we have every race back after the Grand Prix is over. We can go back a little bit. We also have we post shorts over the course of the week of the previous Grand Prix. Instagram, same thing. So I post X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, and TikTok at VD Racing. And feel free to like and subscribe and press that bell so you don't miss out on whenever we go live for a Grand Prix or when we post a brand new video. So, we're talking about Discord. We have a questions for commentators section. That's going to be filled up. Basically, if you have any questions for the commentators, at the moment it should be me. Have a look at that real quick. I'll read out your name and what your question is. We will talk about food. What animal around the track that we're racing at? No peak. Nothing. Okay, that's not updated there. Okay, so food. Actually, no, there is one thing I need to mention now. We said this in the broadcast yesterday, or Will did. If we reach 2,000 subscribers by the end of season 12, you guys get to decide what we do. Mainly food. Can't be too spicy. It has to be something that. Oh, that's a crash. Behind safety car, that's a turn 5. That's just a crashing behind the safety car. That's unfortunate. Back to what I was saying. If we reach 2,000 subscribers at the end of season 12, you guys get to decide what we do. That's me, Will, and YB. That's our commentary trio until Ned gets back at least. Has to be food related. As I was going to say, it can't be something that will literally make us not commentate ever again. It needs to be something that we can handle. Mainly food, spicy as allowed, or we have to do something once we reach 2,000 subscribers. So you guys get to decide that if we reach 2k subs. We are currently, and at the moment, we are at, if I can read that correctly, 1.08, so we need 920 subscribers, I think, if that's correct, to reach that goal. Right. How are you guys doing on this weekend? We have our second tent. Drivers have pitted everyone, but the top three. Nearly hasn't pitted. Remus has not pitted, and Nick has not pitted. Probably because they don't want to double stack. But they are behind the safety car. They'll just bring them around. One to Marcelo, though. He had a crash behind the safety car. Well, not behind the safety car, but behind yellow flag. Sub, guys, yeah. Yeah. I had to say that because Will's going to be like, oh, why did you not mention the 2K something? Yeah, I haven't forgotten. If we reach 2K subs by the end of season 12. I know we can do it. If not, then we can make a 2K sub again for season 13. Who knows? Surprised we didn't say 1.5K subs. Who could become the next champion of the league? Well, that could be a good question. From what we saw over the course of this weekend so far, it's the only thing around. You cannot say anything about this. Can't confirm it, but who do I think the champion of the league? But here's Saturday. Oh, that could be anyone. That could be Toro, that could be Nita, that could be Kevin, our rookie. Remus, he must. It says that. I mean, Remus can do it. But I'm gonna say, oh, I don't know. I'm gonna say, it's hard to decide, isn't it? I'm gonna say Nilo for champion for season 12 for Tier Saturday. Tier Friday, we know how that's going. We record everything. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna say Nilo. This is a good car. Noted, neither it is. Yeah, ask Will and YB. Ask the other commentators. This car's in this lap. Thank goodness. Rachel gets some racing in on lap 10 now. On lap 9 at the moment. 21 laps remaining of the Grand Prix. Now, it was green until the end. We're on lap 9. This was the second of the ticket last time out. Like a lap out from the original. Top three has not pitted yet. Which is an interesting strategy. We had this. Today Friday. It's Nunu from Remus from Nick in the top three. That's right. If Nunu doesn't get the championship, I'll be surprised, right? He went into neutral. Nunu becomes the sixth car, technically. He'll go when he's ready, and I think he's ready to go racing. Through the final corner. Did he call him a snap in? We're gonna find out. As we are green and go, and we are back racing yet again here in Australia. Now we're back at 10 of 10 of 29. As it stands around 7:15 in the UK time. This time we were recording for a wireless contact between Toro and Detonator through turn 1. And heads on has got off the track in the sister car of the Racing Bulls. I'm trying it. Wait, not V car. I don't care what it's called in 2025. Game. It's a sweet start though. Contact from turn 1. Everyone made it nicely. Hopefully, we're gonna go green. We're gonna ring green for the remainder of the stop. Here comes Kevin. Doesn't even need DRS. It gets ahead of Nick. 3. I guess near wrong, but that's process. I'm gonna name it. Detonator. Losing to Stamp. Boss. Here comes Alex, moving up ahead of DRS for P8. This is not the DRS, it's your ERS, pure race pace DRS. We're going to enable once to start lap 11, unless we get another safety car in the next corner. Then it can happen, but everyone is maybe half a good to 20 seconds of each other. So we are going to see DRS trends. DRS has been enabled yet again on lap 11. The drag reduction system. I was watching on board with Pierre, not seen his name before. That comes into pit lane. Also no driver in pit behind the safety. Actually, he did, but next one off to Kevin. Kevin pit behind the safety car. Top 3 didn't pit. Didn't take the opportunity to pit, which is very strategical. They hope they're going to stick with the regular strategy. Hopefully, if it sticks like this, there's a gone lap. 6 wheels lap, it was something, and I think there were different stories. Alex goes wide, for his third penalty of the race. It brings us 9 seconds. Bianca's hand, Nick for P4. No trouble for our champion from last season. Toro down the inside. Oh, the ball move ahead of G-Man gear. Now it's 10th place. There is another 3-second penalty. Was one. Toro now 3-second penalty was one. Toro had this, but Toro had a terrible result there from yesterday's G-Man going down the inside. So that's what G-Man. That's Toro going down the inside. Toro is going to go wide. He keeps it straight. That's what I'm going to say. Through the final corner, we go yet again with Toro and date name. You see on the broadcast. To start at 12:29 in all the yellow flags. We're doing their plans in F1 26. DLC out in a couple of months' time. Stands anyway. Kevin really wants to get Nilu. Remember, Nilu did the pit. Kevin did. So Kevin has the advantage, but it's more likely how Nilu can defend. We know Nilu can defend very well, but can he defend with Kevin? Because Kevin was clearly top pace in qualifying. But this is not qualifying, this is race pace. He needs to ask Kevin. Up to the leader, we have Nick falling down the pack here. Oh, spin! That's in the wall. But F1 Alex down turn. Where is that? That is down at turn. That's a weird spin. Was that due to contact? Elbow 3-second penalty more. Down to 16. Oh dear. He had a great start as well. Look at it, just can't just be on ice. Stands. At this point, G-Man is brought in the champion Toro. Yeah, but it's crazy, isn't it? I hate to say it, but you gotta push it outwards. So there are battles still going on. So we're gonna probably see Alex pit. Don't think we need to see that though. Also to put an Albert in pit lane. So if we can go back to the race action, that'd be amazing. No pit lane reporter. This weekend, as Alex is just, he said, I'm gonna park it up and go home. First race, and he's retired. I'm not sure if he retired on the first lap, but if he did, it's better than last time. But also, not sure if it was him. Lap 13, not even halfway done yet, folks. We're about to be. Watch our ball with Nilu. The person I said to win the championship. If I'm correct. If we get worldwide beating the coin spots on the TSA race, we're gonna ask them. You gotta record that as well. Not just me. And Max fan as well. But yeah, Nilu trying to get ahead of Kevin. This is for the lead of the race. On to lap 14, which is technically halfway distance. Well, half of 29 to 14.5. So when they get around to that second dip, so I count that as halfway. Finally comes into pit lane. After him, reclaims a flipping sin. Duck and Toro gets into P6. Minus his penalty. His next rival is Remus. P5. Toro P6 into turn 6. Another penalty. We are halfway into the race now. Here comes Toro with DRS advantage and up into 5th place. Anderson DRS switch off 7 again. Now, it's a double dose of DRS here. So you got guaranteed. Let's see if Pierre gets ahead of Nilu for P2. Nilu has been on his tyres since the lights went out. Stuck in pit lane for a brand new set of medium compound tyres. As we enter in the final corner on lap 14. As we are pretty much entering the second half of the Grand Prix. As G-Man comes into pit lane after only 7 laps on the same half. Either he's got front wing damage, or that is him not confident that he's done. G-Man is retiring after him being in a position. Right, I don't know what happened there, but G-Man is out. Fourth retirement of the Grand Prix. Here comes Sizzle trying to get ahead of Remus for PC. Return finds 10-6. Can they keep it straight with 2 tenths down? Don't want to come around national. Well, in front race pace. Here we go. Not even DRS range yet, however. Remus on 14 up on mediums. I think those highs are starting to get booked. Because if the hards are exhausted to DRS as well, as soon as you can. The mediums can barely go 20 odd laps. I don't think the mediums got last, so we might see Remus pitching this lap. I don't know if Nilu is going to try and do the same what we did yesterday and do 20 laps on. Then do 8 laps on a stand mediums. Stand out for one again. We know that the hard to get to now 17, so he's not on the window yet, as Remus does pit. Listen to our broadcast, folks. Do I listen to the broadcast you're racing? Do I listen to the broadcast you're racing? Do that, everyone. Should have said that before the lights went out. He goes on to set hard to the end. If nothing else goes wrong. Clouds are coming out park, but still blue skies. I'm not sure if it rain at the end of the race last time out. But yeah, wants to get ahead. No CPR before. So this is his first race. I don't know, first race of his of me seeing anyway. And he's in a DRS train. So the DRS is just gone. He's got 14 laps to go, he's gone wide. And he dips well into the gravel and he's just gone offline. Let's open the door for Serban. He knows good is the position. And he's like, okay, I'm going to operate in line, just keep it. I lose time, which is a very good thing to do. So I think Ned's to open it. Because if he doesn't back him, he could crash into another driver. Potentially, you could have said that. But also, potentially, you might not have said that. As it stands, though, is Kevin still leading? He's outside. He's very near outside DRS range as well. So Kevin he's brought up the pace, dramatically at least, to keep up the pace. Sorry, I'm just doing something on my phone, so it's just killing my phone. In the mode to fix that. Toro! This is Toro and Kevin on the same as Will was in the coach. Alright, Will, perfect.
Hello, how are we doing?
Doing well, thank you. As well, Will says, I'll hand it over to you.
Well, John into the action. Toro Van Dijk finally in the podium positions after yesterday's performance. Not looking good, but today is looking better. I mean, have we had any crazy stints so far, Yoshi, on the hard compound tyre?
No, since on lap 6, just chance earlier from yesterday, from today Friday. At the moment, that's what it looks like. What has happened? You just came into a bit now, actually. Kevin was on pole, yet again.
Big slide there. Over. Jesus Christ, Toro Van Dijk. He's pushing that car to the limits. He wants Kevin, and Kevin is a great driver. The win he secured yesterday, could he do it for a 2-time today? That is the biggest question. Serban to try and join in as well, 1.4 seconds behind, but Pierre behind, also 0.7 of a second now. Bit of traffic on the inside doesn't affect him too much now as we come into turn 9 and 10. Does he manage to get closer? Cesar and also Stampede Boss there. Both the Mercedes working together, but a bit of a switch back from those two as well. So a switch over, and one of the Mercedes is in front of him now. P5, P6, that's looking good for them, Yoshi and the constructors.
Yes, it is looking good for the constructors, and it says Will goes back. Wow, guys, Will's better than me. I'm not surprised to be fair. Yeah, it's looking good for the constructors as well. So far, it's good for Mercedes at the moment. They're P5 and P6 running out at the moment. Yeah, if we can keep it up, that'd be great. So they'll be on this time for 12 laps now. We've got, what, 11 to go. Now no crash action on the no he's retirement. That's our 5th retirement, that's our 3rd retirement in pit lane.
Now that was probably worse. Yeah, that was their front end plate. Who did that come off from is the biggest question. Colarinus there with an awesome lap of 118.6. He's got the fastest lap, but just who took off his front wing? It is the Mercedes there of Stampe Boss there. Now how did he do that? Because that was on the start finish straight, I believe he took that off.
Yeah, maybe, but we saw one of the other end plates coming off after turn 2. So one of his end plates on the straight and one of his other end plates down at turn 2. He's just saying, Doc, now we need to repair that.
He definitely is, as both Mercedes switch positions already once again. So Sizzle once again back into P5. We'll see that change as well. But Pierre right onto the back of Serban. This is for P3 in the race at the moment. Serban's got some strong pace, but can he just hold off Pierre as well? That's the biggest question. But Ferrari once again up into the top. We didn't see much of that yesterday, but today is Tier Saturday. This is the most interesting as round goes Nola there. Now what happened there? He must have just lost it there at the exit of turn 5. Sorry, I believe he did. And what on earth happened there? He must have just touched the grass.
He's missing his end place, touched the wall. Somewhere, well, turn 5 maybe. What else going on there? A lot of incidents happening. Oh boy. It's going well, and then most players have just and then people just struggle now. It's going so well.
It definitely was, as Pierre right onto the back of Serban. That's time 0.4 of a second now. This is DRS range. Now, will he manage to get himself through? That is the biggest question as they now come round to turn 8. Will it be enough for him to get that move done? Pierre, it's gained a bit, 0.5 of a second. He's getting closer and closer and closer. Into turn 9, we're about to head now. He looks for the inside line. He's going to possibly go for the outside line now. Here he comes, around the outside. Can he get that move done? That's the biggest question, as we've never seen he does. It's a great move by Pierre, who brings himself up to P3. The Ferrari dominating the Aston Martin there, but can Yoshi, the Aston Martin, stay within DRS reach?
Possibly, yes, but the first laps on Stab hard. Hopefully he can, but Pierre's been showing good pace on defense. Let's see, he's lifting off. Can he? I mean, let's see if he goes from turn 1 through the first 2 DRSs, maybe, yes. Possibly.
Maybe. Possibly so, as now Serban gets a DRS opportunity once again, but Pierre using most of his battery to try and preserve this position. Now, a bit of traffic in front. This is actually going to allow him even more DRS and at least a slipstream as well, as the car is ghosted in front. Now, DRS opportunity comes up in favour once again, but still nothing from Serban at the moment. Gets closer and closer and closer. You can see Pierre is recharging that battery as he now goes through. That seems to be either the Sauber, I believe, of Nola, or something like that has happened. But, oh, God, onto the curb. Serban went there. Oh, and he touches turn 5 on the exit there. Now that could have just caused him damage. I think, yeah, he's okay for now, thank God. But that could have changed something very, very much now. This is the opportunity for the DRS opportunity now that can come in the favour here of Serban. Pierre is going to try and hold the position where he can. He's got DRS as well, Pierre, but he hasn't got much of a slipstream like Serban does. Serban looks at the inside line. No, he backs out. He knows not to do that move. And Yoshi, really, you don't want to be sending any crazy moves into turn 9.
No, we actually have seen some moves into turn 9. We're in the second half of the race now, so it might be now they're going to hopefully look after their tyres, because they're 7 laps away from making me go insane. Because that's when the tyres fall. And we got, what? That is
8 laps.
9 or 8 laps to go, yes.
Well, that will be very interesting. Now, the Nola is actually probably getting involved in this battle here. Surprisingly, he's been snowed in front of everything. It's either as Nola or Darius, I'm not too sure. It's one of those two at least. But still, it seems to be that Nola is still fighting right with Pierre as well. Now, Pierre's not going to like this. It's distracting him, definitely. But who's got the stronger pace? The dearest opportunity coming in his favour. And now Pierre starts to pull away. Now through. Serban is going to try and go through, but wide there from the Sauber, but still nothing makes of it. And now all this time is allowing Pierre to push away. Now Serban's going to go through, hopefully with ease. Now coming to turn 7. He does know. And look at this, the Sauber. I mean, what on earth is he doing, Yoshi? as I believe we lost Yoshi. We'll find out what happened in a minute. But Serban now looking for an opportunity into turn 9. Now let's see what he can do. Backs off once again. He knows not to then move. 15 lap hole combined tires compared to what 22 I think we did yesterday. It's something else. That's for 2021, and we were all pretty surprised about that one. But yeah, as I was saying, what on earth is this Sauber doing there, Yoshi?
Well, he just pitted. His pace has not been great all race long so far. I mean, he could do what he wants. He's ghosty. Really not. He can distract, but he can't spin someone out. When you're a lap car, you're automatically ghosted. So they just gotta make sure they're not distracted by him. Which is doing so well.
Through goes Sam once again, another car as well, and that's Herzon and also Nula as well. They're both battling together. Contact made between those two, and into the barrier goes Herzon as well, but he just escapes that one, thankfully. Front wheel damage possibly, he just coming out the pit lane as well. So that was interesting between these two of a fight. Now, Herzon looking for a move. Well, he's got the Mercedes coming through now. That is front wheel damage from the front left end plate. Now, what was Nula thinking?
That was for position, but you can't force another driver into the wall. Obviously, we're on board of it, so we couldn't properly see. But Nola, I don't know what's going on. This is crazy. It's been crazy all day so far.
The big action we had yesterday is continuing through to today, and that is what season 12 can bring for us. That's for sure. Now, Serban starting to get close to Pierre, but still nothing makes of it. Toro, Van Dijk also trying to catch up to Kevin, but Kevin, remember, has got such strong pace out here. A championship leader for Tier Friday. Could he be a championship leader for Tier Saturday? That's a bigger question. Could Toro take the championship home? He is our reigning champion for Tier Saturday as well as Tier Friday. Can he do it enough? That's the biggest question now. As Nola rejoins the fight once again, Serban and Nola. Now, I mean, if you're in Nola's position, what would you actually be doing? I mean, you are properly distracting Serban, that's for sure.
As long as you're not ruining a race for another driver, then it's fine to continue what he's doing. But Norris, where is he? He's not into anyone's car now, but everyone's in the pit lane, so he's on his own. He's a lap down, though. You know, it's not showing us a lap down, which is kind of strange. But Nolan with, 6 to go now, and he's not going any further than 14, potentially 14.
Well, we'll have to see what actually Nola comes of it now. 14th position from him. Now, Serban trying to catch up to Pierre this time into turn 9, gets closer than ever, but still nothing makes of it. And Pierre just cruises off in front of him now, but can he still keep it? 4 tenths of a second now split between those two. This is tense between these two, but still there's a big gap from these two. And, well, bit of a mistake there from Pierre actually out of turn 11. Now, could that allow Serban with direct opportunity through turn 1? No, he goes a bit deep, actually. And we've got an overcast sky, but I don't think it's enough for rain, that's for sure, with at least 4 laps left remaining of this Grand Prix. Now, direct opportunity, both of them hit the barrier. Nola rejoins them in the fight as well. Can he get 2 moves done? That's a bigger question there on Pierre as well. And Serban is going to take advantage of this where he can as well. Now, going through turn 1 and 2. Here he comes now. Direct opportunity comes back in his favour, but does he get that move done? I'm not too sure, as Yoshi has disconnected. So he'll come back in a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, Yoshi's not here. Let me just say, unless he hasn't advertised it, for season 12, we are doing a big competition. If we hit 2,000 subscribers on YouTube, that's for sure. You, ladies and gentlemen, can pick what us commentators will do. A little challenge for us, and that. So you know, get around. It'll be me, Yoshi, and YB will be doing something. Well, depending if YB decides to make an appearance. Sadly, missing out round 1 here. But if that does come of it, you guys get to pick. So I did say yesterday, you can all speak amongst yourselves and then come to a final decision on what will happen with us. And we're nervous, that's for sure. We're nervous. That's what you guys are going to say. Nothing inappropriate, of course, and stick to normal guidelines. But hopefully, it won't be anything too bad. Yesterday, last season, it was in Mexico where we had talked about doing a spicy challenge. Now, I don't think any of us fancy that. So any other challenge you can think of, go ahead. But in the meantime, let's focus more racing. Pierre gets a bit of a bad exit there out of the last corner, and that's actually allowing Serban to possibly get him weaving down the back straight this time. But here comes Serban now. Can he send a lunge into turn 1? No, he doesn't. He just tries to send a fake one. And Nilu and Sizzle also trying to fight as well. Nilu once again in a Red Bull. Sizzle right to the back of him this time. There is opportunity from both of them as well. No, it's not. Sorry, Sizzle's only got, he hasn't got DRS, but Nilu did. And this is allowing them even more. Now, that's a battle in front of them as well with Serban and Pierre. They're all within reach now. Let's see what they can do. With Kevin still in the lead of the race with 3 laps left to go with the Grand Prix. This is going to be interesting. That is for sure. Now, Sizzle really trying to push where he can. Yellow flag. What's up? We've had a slow driver of course. And sadly, Yoshi will be joining out, and that is Toro Van Dyke. Toro, who was in P2, has got a puncture on the rear left. What on earth has happened there? Drama, lap 26 out of 29. Toro's got a puncture. He's thrown his race once again. He didn't qualify yesterday. He's now affected even more into P8. He drops with the puncture on the rear left. This has just spiced it up. Our reigning champion now drops further and further down the order. Where will he finish? He goes on once again out turn 10. And this is not good at all from our reigning champion, Toro Van Dyke. Now, that is a big shame from him after being P2. Now, Kevin can just cruise it home. 3 laps left to go, and it's just a cruising job. But as I was saying, yeah, sadly, Yoshi won't be joining us, so it'll be me for the rest. But, if that's okay with you guys. But yeah, the reigning champion, a weekend to forget, that's for sure. And we'll go back in China next week. Hopefully, we can see redemption from him. But today, I think it's called game over, I'm afraid, as he's still trying to drift it. No, doesn't allow it into turn 11 there, and he just has to go along. Now, we'll see what the other drivers do, though, because Pierre and Nilu are pretty close as well, as I believe. Sizzled and also Nilu are close. Once again, this battle could become very, very intense. Now, Sizzled and Nilu really trying to push that car, and we've got a yellow flag as well. That's from obviously Toro as well. Now, hopefully Toro will manage to call back to pit lane and not retire on track. He has gone slowly there at turn 12 now, actually. That's interesting. As we will probably get these drivers coming through as well. They come to lap him for the first time. Now, Sizzle getting a better exit now, and he gets past Nula as well. That's actually going to help him catch up to Nilu. Nilu right onto the back now with Pierre. That's interesting. Serban does go through to P2. This fight for the podium's opportunity is big. That is big for this, and Kevin was just, well, can he just do it enough to keep it all the way home? And what is Toro? We've got a yellow flag further back. That's Toro once again trying to get into the pit lane, just about cruise in. But here comes Nilu now onto the back of Pierre. He's going to look for a move into turn 1. He'll get direct opportunity out of turn 2 as well. Now almost sending a fake lunge. Serban amongst this fight as well. He's actually the driver at risk now because he does not have DRS like the others. Nilu gets a bit of a slide out the exit there, but still into turn 3 we go now, and well, deep goes Pierre now, allowing Nilu to go through, and Nilu will say thank you very much, I'll take that position. And now through goes Nilu into P3. Great job. His teammate has not had a good job though, because he's gone into the soft combat tyres with only 2 laps left to go this Grand Prix. And now this is the first time in, well, and last time in their career lapping Toro, that's for sure as well. Now Pierre going to try and do what he can with his teammate behind him, Remus, as he tries to get closer. But Nilu with a great actually move from him there, and that is a big mistake, and that shows what one mistake can do to one driver and ruin their opportunity to go through. Now here comes Pierre. What can he do? Can he bring himself further up the grid? Who knows? Kevin still 9.6 seconds into the lead of the race. What a job he has done. Lap 28-29. We're about to start the last lap of the Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen, and this is going to get intense with these 3 here. Now, Nilu onto the back of Serban this time, and almost goes around there. So goes Pierre into the barrier there, and that's just spiced up even much. Now it's only a 2-way battle for at least a podium spot. Now this is a fight for P2 as we start the last lap of this Grand Prix. This is a very, very interesting Grand Prix now. Coming through turn 2, the driver's tyres now 22 from Pierre. That's why these drivers are affected. But Nilu, 11 lap medium compound tyres could come in his favour. Now here comes Nilu right into their back of Serban. Serban's got 22 lap hard compound tyres. This is why we see the opportunity of him coming through a lot quicker. Now here he comes into turn 6 and 7 as well. Will he see his way through with the DRS opportunity? Kevin still running off the road. Can he manage to get to 10 seconds as well? This is a tense fight with these drivers, but Nilu runs to the back of Serban. Can he see his way through? Now this is his only opportunity to get past him now. Here he comes around the outside. It's a great move there from Nilu. Can he make it stick? He can. Great move into P2. And through he goes. Albert has had a crash as well. Now that is just on the exit of entrance at turn 8 there. But let's see what Kevin do, because what a job he has done, as we're probably about to ride on board with Kevin now as he comes round the last couple of corners. What a job he has done. Yesterday got that win, our championship leader. Now he's going to go and do it twice. First time was enough, but twice was even better. Here he comes now. Kevin wins for the opening round of the season 12 VD Racing League here in Australia. And Serban, Nilu, let's through Serban. Now what on earth? Why on earth was that happening? But he let him through, and that's respect from Nilu. Pieg finishes P4, Remus P5. Now, why on earth did they switch? But that was great amounts of respect there from Nilu as well, letting Serban get P2 there, and that's very, very kind from him as well. Now finishing the rest of the grid as well as they come through. Stampy Boss, Sizzord, both finished P8, P7, P8, P9, Niekjo there. Let's see what he can do. Fighting with Herzon, I believe, there, as they both come up to the line. Now, what has our reigning champion done? Toro Van Dijk. Now that is the biggest shame, him doing it now. Comes across the line, and Toro Van Dijk is still 17.1 off from Nola, so it's just basically a cruising job home. The Murphy, also a driver coming round. He was in the Aston Martins last year, but he is in the Haas this year, and up to the line he comes now. P11 it'll be for him. He'll be very happy with that one, I'm sure, and that sums up the grid. But a big, big shame for Toro Van Dijk. Our reigning champion has just had the worst luck possible of this course of this weekend. But it does go in the way of Kevin, and what a job he has done. So what a Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much for tuning in, that's for sure. And you still have time to pick. We'll say the closing date actually is for round... We'll get Martin set a closing date for what challenges, because if you don't set a challenge, then we'll be pretty lucky. But you guys have a certain date to put in what our commentators will do for a challenge if we hit 2,000 subscribers. Now, Kevin gets a win out here for the second time this weekend. Serban P2 after Nilu gifted it P3 there off the line. Great job from those two. PS sadly missing out, but that was from an incident as 22 lap hard combat tyres compared to 11 medium combat tyres. Remus in P5, 6th Darius. 7th Stampy Boss, 8th Sizzord, Mercedes doing a great job there. 9th Niek, 10th Detonator, 11th the Murphy, 12th Nola, 13th Toro, 14th Herzon, 15th Albert, 16th O2, and 17th G-Man, 18th Alex, 19th Mick, 20th Dennis, sadly listening out on our retirements as well. But what a Grand Prix it's gone. But do not go anywhere, because it's time for the interviews for the winning drivers, that's for sure. And we'll see you down in the interview room. Well, what a Grand Prix this has been, and I'm sure most of these drivers are going to be pretty happy with this one as well. I don't believe we've got Nilu in here, but we do have Serban. So I think we will start with Serban. Serban, that was a great race, and I'm sure you're very happy now that Serban, that Nilu has actually given you that position.
Yeah. So firstly, big thanks to Nelu. It's a very good thing to have Romanians on the grid who help each other, and he's just a nice guy overall.
Tell me how your race went. I mean, it was a strong fight with you two. I mean, were you getting distracted mostly as well by Nola trying to cut through?
Yeah, it was a great race. Strategy was good. Tire wear was better. I'm happy with the race today.
Well, a very good job from you. We go on to our winner here, Kevin. We didn't see you yesterday, but 2 times on a weekend, that's not bad.
Nope, it's not. I'm very happy with the win, and yeah, this track is just amazing, to be honest.
Well, we head into China next week. Are you strong at China, or do you think you'll be part more of the fight? Obviously, you missed out Toro, sadly, with his crash. Sorry, well, I say crash, puncher, but I mean, you must have been quite glad with that one. But heading into China, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't think I will win, to be honest. It's not my strongest track, so we will see, I guess.
Going into the weekend as a championship leader, were you expecting it as your rookie, your debut season as well in the VD Racing League?
No, I've raced here before, actually, but I've just changed my name, so I guess you all think I'm new. but I didn't do so many races last season, so yeah. But I know Toro is fast. If Boaty drives, it will be difficult.
Well, that's definitely the case. A very, very good job from all of you guys today. We will see you next week in China, exactly the same time for Tier Friday and also the Tier Saturday. So thank you all so much from me and Yoshi, as we had Yoshi at the start. But thank you so much for joining this weekend. We will see you next week for some more epic racing action of the VD Racing League Season 12. Until then, have a good night.